taking a break. Let's go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to send the hips back. Thighs are strong here, so engaged, and hands are going to come right to the thigh bone. Then inhale in. As you exhale, you're going to slowly sink back a little deeper into a squat, and as much as you can, try to resist this collapse of the shoulders. So you're going to keep nice and long. Excellent. Then we're going to turn the right toes out, turn the left toes out, and then slowly dip the left shoulder into center. Keep all four corners of the feet rooted and turn your gaze to look past your right shoulder. You should feel an awesome opening in the left inner thigh, the left groin. We're of course getting the hips open by sending them way back. Knees are stacked over the ankles. We're breathing deep here, spreading the sit bones left to right, getting a nice twist in the thoracic and the upper and lower back body as well. Great. Slowly come back to center. You're going to go right into the other side. So if your legs are tired, you can take a rest in between, but otherwise we'll dip the right shoulder to center. Same thing here. Breathing, opening up through the right groin. Really seeing if you can use your breath to expand through all four sides of the torso here. Love it. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, maybe turn to look past your left shoulder a little more. And then exhale, let's slowly come up. We'll straighten the legs. We're going to turn the heels out from here so you can keep the toes exactly where they are. And we're going to bring the hands either to the heart or to the waistline, so just whatever you prefer. And from here, we're going to lift the chest, take a deep breath in, ground through the feet, and then you're going to gently, you're not going to create tension, but just squeeze the glutes in, hug them in just a bit so you're nice and engaged, kind of lighting up the core. Fabulous. Inhale in, exhale, send the sits bones back, peel. Think of your hip creases really peeling back as you look forward. Nice flat back position here. Again, hands can be on waistline or hands at heart. Nice and easy. Lengthening through the entire hamstring muscle here. Deep breath in. Exhale to come back up. Use your core, your center. Good. Twice more like that. Inhale in. Exhale. Nice and easy. Looking forward. Flat back position. Just do your best. All right. Digging into the heels to come back up. Reconnect with your breath. And we'll do that one more time. Strong in the legs. So lift your kneecaps just a bit here. Peel the hip creases back. Beautiful. We're kind of imagining the femur, the top of the thigh bone, kind of hugging in as you send your hip creases back. Awesome. And then option for this round to release the fingertips down if it's available to you. And you can even release the weight of the head down and clasp the elbows. So an incredible and most therapeutic practice, standing wide-legged forward fold. Wherever you are, take one more breath. And then use your exhale and that connection to center to slowly come back up through flat back position and all the way back up to standing. Great. Let your fingertips slowly drape just down right at your side body. Feel the blood flow opposite direction. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop them down. Twice more like that. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, drop it down. Relaxing any tension in the traps, the shoulders that might have collected there. One more time. Inhale. And exhale to drop it. Beautiful. From here, you can keep the toes where they are. Hands can come to the waistline. We're gonna draw just the heels in again. Beautiful. Then inhale in, big power pose here. Exhale, you're gonna bend just your right knee, just the right knee. Great. Now, the bum's gonna wanna come out here, so try to keep the tailbone lengthening down. You're gonna really feel this in the hip socket, hopefully. Hands on the waistline. Beautiful. Then straighten the right leg and you're going to take it over to the left. Nice and easy. So left knee's tracking left toes. Again, center bum typically is going to want to come out here. So lengthen tailbone down and lift up through the front body. So maybe we create this collapse when we're running. We want to really train the body, repattern to stack our spine in a way that will allow us to be the most efficient in our movement. And when we are moving efficiently, then we're able to create a more sustainable practice, which we'll be able to grow, which we'll be able to get so many benefits physically, but also mentally from. Okay, straighten that leg. We're gonna do that one more time on each side, but with the breath. So inhale in, exhale, bend your right knee, sink low. Inhale into center, dig into the heels. Exhale, bend your left knee, sink low. So I'm really lengthening tailbone down here. Okay, cool. Rise up. Keep the right toes where they are. You're just gonna turn the left toes all the way in. And then actually let's hug the right heel in just a bit for a pyramid pose. So you're gonna pull the right hip crease back. Inhale in, hand on waistline or Namaste, Anjali Mudra at the heart. And you're just gonna take that halfway lift again, pulling the right hip crease back, looking forward. Shoulders are gonna wanna collapse here, so keep it nice and open. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in again. If it's in your body and it feels right, exhale, release the fingertips to the earth. Good, then everyone inhale to find expansion. Exhale to make your way all the way back up, nice and slow. And we'll reverse it. So we'll turn the right toes in, left toes out. Pull the left hip crease in. Find that lengthening down through the back body. Shoulders melt down the back. Shoulder blades, excuse me, melt down the back. Heart lifts, inhale, exhale, take it away. Breathing deep. Keeping the shoulders back. And then if it's in your practice or if it feels right in your body, maybe releasing the fingertips down for your final cycle of breath. Beautiful. Inhale in, exhale to slowly make your way back up. Awesome. We'll bring the feet back underneath the hips. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Awesome. From here, we're going to cross the right ankle over the left. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, take it down, touch the toes. Beautiful. Hang here for a cycle of breath in and out. And then we'll slowly inhale, reach for the sky, connect to your center. You're gonna step it back to hip width apart and then right back into the other side. So cross the left leg over the right. And when you're ready, take the fingertips down, reaching towards the toes. Don't worry if you can't get there right away. That's what we're working on. That's what we're here to do. Take a cycle of breath here, in and out. All right, now we're gonna sync that to a little breath here. So you'll inhale, reach for the sky, go hip width apart. We call this volcano pose, full body awareness. Exhale, cross the right foot over, reach down towards the toes. Inhale, rise up, ground through the feet. Exhale, fold, left leg crosses over, reaching towards the toes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cross and fold over. Inhale, rise up, cross and fold over. And then one more time, just with the sound of your breath. You got it. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the fingertips up high, feet hip width apart, mountain pose. Exhale, hands come to heart. All right, from here, zip the legs together, really together. And nice and easy, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, another forward fold, this time with the feet together. And then from here, you're gonna open your feet up as wide as your yoga mat, or if you're not on a mat, just a little bit wider than hip width apart. And let your toes point out, fall off the mat. Hi, Benji. And nice and slow, shake it. You're gonna drop your center down and we're gonna come into a nice low squat. Now really deepen your breath here. If you need to lift the heels here, please do. If you need to use your hands, full palm or fingertips on the earth, please do. If it's available, you might work to bring the palms together here. Big opening in the chest, no matter what variation you're taking, dropping the shoulder blades again, allowing them to melt down the back body. Take one big breath here. And then exhale to release. You're gonna come forward onto all fours, nice and easy. So you can center yourself on the mat. Let's rinse it out with a little spinal flexion. So inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round through. Inhale, drop the belly, open your heart. And sharp exhale as you round through the spine. Good, inhale to a nice neutral spine, tabletop position. And from here, you're gonna curl the right toes under, send the right leg all the way out. And then just draw a semicircle with your right toes all the way towards the left side of the mat. And then take your gaze to look at your right foot. Should feel awesome. Press into both palms evenly, and best you can, really press away from your yoga mat. Getting a beautiful stretch in the right side body. Breathing into that right IT band, the front of the right hip crease, the psoas. Take one more breath, you got it. All the way into the right neck. Yes, and then exhale, slowly bring it back. Tabletop. Curl the left toes under this time, kick it out whenever you're ready. Then we'll draw a semicircle all the way around to the right side of the mat. Take your gaze, your nose, and look at your left foot and feel that awesome opening and release in the left waist. Drawing a line from the left heel all the way to the left side of the neck. Great, slowly bring it back in. You're gonna drop the elbows now where the hands were. And yogi's choice, you can interlace the fingertips here or you can keep the palms rooted down for a forearm plank. All right, so when you're ready, kick both legs out. Shoulders are over the elbows here. Your neck is nice and long. Turning on the core just for a little low back support. We're not gonna be here long, so press away from your yoga mat, building strength and stamina here. You can do some hip dips if you want a little extra. Dipping, left hip down, right hip down. Otherwise, just keep it nice, beautiful, aware, static hold. We're here for 10, 9, you got it. 8, gaze straight down, 7, 6, reach the heels back, 5, breathe deep, 4, 3, 2, on the 1, slowly lower your knees. Keep your elbows where they are. Release the fingertips if they were interlaced. And you're gonna walk the hips back, walk the knees back. Puppy posture. Start to open up through the shoulder girdle. Feel a release through the rib cage. Obviously, great stretch in the back. Hips up high. Keep your toes, the tops of your feet kissing down on the earth. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Great, then slowly dig into the elbows. You're gonna slide through all the way to a Sphinx pose. Inhale to open the chest. And then exhale, you're gonna bring your right elbow in towards the center of your mat. We're gonna bend the left knee and we're gonna reach back for a nice big quad stretch. So try not to collapse into your right shoulder here. You can work to slowly get that left heel towards your left glute. But obviously, if it's not there yet, no worries. We'll just do our best. You can even grab your pant leg or imagine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, slow and with control, release. We'll switch to the other side. Bring the left elbow into the center line. Bend your right knee, reach behind. Notice if this one's a little bit different, just take your time. In time, you can hook that elbow over the toes maybe if the quads are really tight. No toxic thoughts. Be kind to yourself. That's why you're here. Hey, buddy, no. And then again, with control, releasing, slowly bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're gonna press back up and we're gonna come all the way through, swing the legs to one side and come to lie on your back. Excellent. When you get there, bend the knees, bring the feet to the ground. We're gonna kick the right foot up and we're gonna cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Thread the needle here. You can grab and interlace behind the left thigh here. I prefer that over the shin because it kind of hyperextends the knee, and if you've already done a lot of activity, I think this is better. So maybe interlace behind the left hamstring and then squeezing the legs up towards the chest. Option to extend the left leg if you like a little extra hamstring lengthen here. Maybe option to rock a little side to side. Now you can close your eyes here and just breathe into the sensation. And then from here, slowly release your left foot down. Keep your right foot going over your left leg. So you're gonna cross it over your left leg. And we're gonna shift the hips to the right side of the mat and allow the weight of the legs to continue their journey down to the ground. You should feel an amazing lower lumbar twist here. You can open up to the right side. You can keep your hands resting gently on your rib cage. Whatever feels good, bring the breath. A little lower back love. And then slowly go ahead and release that. We'll bring the right foot to the ground. Kick the left foot up high, cross it over the top of your right thigh. Same thing here. When you're ready, thread the needle, lift the legs up. Breathing, breathing, breathing. As you squeeze your legs in, you can extend the right leg, or we can rock gently side to side. Or both. And then allowing the right foot to come to the earth. Cross the left leg over the right. We'll shift the hips, active shift over towards the left side of the mat. And when you're ready, continue the journey into this nice twist. Find what feels good here. These are the last few beats of our practice. So really just take some time here to be with the sensation. And then we'll slowly begin to unravel, release.
Legs wide here. Keep a focus and attention on your breath best you can. Legs are going to come nice and wide here to your wide. So this will look and feel different for everybody, right? Based on where the muscles are today, how you're dealing with your joints at this point of time, and your energy. So come to a nice wide-legged seat. And again, it doesn't have to be super wide, it can be kind of narrow. And then just see if you can sit up nice and tall here. If you're feeling like the spine is rounding hardcore, go ahead and sneak that blanket or that pillow underneath. And press into the sitting bones. Everyone sit up nice and tall. And then bring the hands to the tops of the thighs, fingertips in. And we're just gonna gently press the tops of the thighs out to remind us to find this external rotation. So for some, this will be a piece of cake. And so in that case, I would recommend that you start really playing with your breath, maybe Ujjayi. If this is really tough for you to sit up tall, breathe deep still, find length through the neck, crown of the head, reaching up towards the sky. Nice little power pose here as we open through the chest, open through the heart. And then release the hands. And we're just gonna use the hands to guide the heels in for cobbler's pose. So the soles of the feet come together here. We stay conscious, connected through the sitting bones, and the hands are gonna wrap around the ankles here. Big loop of the shoulders, forward, up and back. Inhale in. Exhale, glide the shoulder blades in and down the back body. Lots of space between the ears and shoulders here. Then that same external rotation you had in the tops of the thighs just a second ago, try to find that here. So the hands won't be there, but you can try to ground down through the tops of the thighs. Find your breath. Again, so we're not just hanging out here, but we're really activating through the quads. So drawing down through the tops of the thighs and drawing up through the midline, the plumb line. You might find a little sway here if it feels good. Bring a sense of you, softness to these active postures. How can we do that? I think by staying conscious with the breath and with practice. All right, inhale, lift the heart. Think up and over as you send your heart forward beyond your toes. What the heck does that mean? So we're not just rounding forward here, we're keeping length in the spine, elbows grounding down. So the image of the heart just reaching forward. My heart will go on. And then finally, tucking chin to chest, rounding everything forward. Draw your forehead towards your toes. Doesn't even have to come close. Breathe deep. Then anchor through your sitting bones once again to roll up. Tuck the chin to the chest. Should feel good. Nice and slow. Why rush it? Feels good. Lift the heart. And exhale, release. Awesome work. All right, we're gonna come onto all fours and into extended child's pose. Yay. Knees as wide as the yoga mat, big toes to touch. Walk the hands out, melt your heart down. Bring your attention, your awareness back to the breath. Close your eyes. See if you can make your inhalations longer, smoother, as well as the exhalations nice and long, really pushing out all the air. If you are a runner or a wannabe runner, you will soon learn that the relationship with your breath is key. One more deep breath in here. And then slowly pressing into the palms, we'll walk it back up, come to tabletop position on all fours. Knees underneath the hip points, wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Take a second to press away from your yoga mat with the palms. Then we'll curl the toes under on the right foot and slide it back. Little calf stretch here as you gently saw front to back. So gentle rock front to back. Again, no collapsing here, but pressing away from your yoga mat with the palms. Try to press into your right pinky toe. Keep breathing. And then switch. Curl the left toes, send it back. Same thing here. Walk forward a little bit. Try to press into that left pinky toe. And then reel it back into center. Awesome. So now we're going to send the right toes out. Lift the right foot up. Lift from the right inner thigh. And then just gentle pulses here. Then release. Bend the right knee. Step it all the way up into a nice low lunge. Walk the left knee back a little bit here. Check to make sure front knee is over front ankle, so it's not going past. Then find your foundation and breathe here. Light on the fingertips. You might loop the shoulders. Find length through the crown. And then imagine my heart will go on again here. So nice and open in the chest. Not collapse. This is very common and very normal, natural. So we're wanting to open this up, right? This is definitely going to help our running game. Keep breathing here. Pull the right hip crease back. Again, if this is a piece of cake for you, you've already garnered flexibility, then you need to be working on your breath, sending big, big inhalations all the way down. And then exhale all the way up and out. So the first step, often is just kind of learning the shapes, and then it's really up to you to kind of go deeper and take care of your body and to apply the pranayama practice. Here we go. Curl the left toes under if they are not already. We're going to lift the hips up and back, rocking onto the right heel. Big runner stretch here. So pulling back through the top of the right thigh bone. And then you can uncurl the back toes if it feels better. If the knee needs a little padding here, it's always a great idea to nurture that, maybe by flipping the mat, rolling the mat if you need. Right toes up towards the sky. Here we go. My heart will go on. Find that length. Inhale. And then exhale. Fold. Chin to chest. Then really articulate through the right foot here. Spread the right toes. And we're going to roll through that right foot nice and slow. Great. From here, we'll bring the palms to the mat on the left side, and we're just going to give ourselves a little bit more space by walking the right foot out. So now we're coming into a lizard variation. This can be one tough cookie if you're tight in the hips. So breathe deep here. For now, right toes pointing forward. If you want more strength today, of course, you can lift that back leg, but in honor of today's kind of deep and yummy yin-like theme, I'm going to keep my back knee lowered, but you're welcome to lift. Take a deep breath in here. Find that extension through the heart. And then exhale. Maybe we find ourselves coming onto the forearms here. Maybe you find yourself releasing the top foot. And then nice and easy, take it nice and slow. I'm just going to walk the right toes out towards the right edge of my mat. I'm going to be here for some solid, yummy breaths. So stay present. Maybe close your eyes. Notice the sensations as you inhale and exhale. Take one more juicy breath in and out. Then connect to your center, your core, as you press into the palms and slowly, mindfully walk it all the way back. Okay, we're gonna take this right foot all the way over now. Nice and slow, slow and steady wins the race. Coming into our one-legged pigeon. Keep a little awareness, or a lot rather, of awareness in the right foot. Keep the top of the back foot down, rooting strong. And then here we go. Loop the shoulders, find length. Breathe. And then maybe taking it forward. So we're staying in the postures a little bit longer today, so stick with your breath. If you find that you're just like fidgeting and waiting, very normal, very natural. So just keep bringing your attention back inward. Great, take one more nice full breath in and out. Then activate navel to spine, connect to your center, your core muscles, and press it up nice and slow. We'll curl the back toes under, press into all 10 knuckles, come back to all fours. Same little ditty on the other side. Here we go. Big breath in. Big breath out. This time send the left leg out, gentle pulses. Again, notice if you're collapsing here, can you press away from your yoga mat? This is a nice practice for runners, because when we develop a running practice or a jogging practice or even a regular walking practice, we want to be able to have awareness from head to toe, right? One moving part. Then bend the left knee and draw it all the way up into your lunge. Keep the right knee on the ground, but you might walk it back a little bit. And then just check front knee over front ankle here, nice and stacked. Loop the shoulders, stay light on the fingertips. So notice that you're crashing into the fingertips. Connect to your core, engage the belly. Breathe. You might come onto the top of that right foot, yogi's choice in that case. Nice, full deep breaths. And then pull the left hip crease back, think up and over as you send the hips back, coming onto the left heel. Again, top of the left thigh bone pulls back with the left hip crease. Runner's stretch, big flexion in the left foot. Inhale, open your heart, find that extension. And then exhale, chin to chest. So I'd like to point out, notice that my right hip is stacked over my right knee. So I'm not coming all the way back here. All right, and then bringing the left hand around, coming into our lizard on the other side. Keep the toes pointing forward here for now, and then notice if you're gripping in the toes. It's kind of a, as we begin to open the hips, other things want to clench, and so we're going to stay mindful and try to keep an awareness. Softness through the toes, even the jaw here. Find extension. Breathe. Pull the left hip crease back. Give yourself lots of space. So maybe walking that left foot to the outer edge of your left side of your mat. Big breath in, and then you know what to do here. Maybe use an exhale to come onto the forearms. Maybe you save that for another day. Work mindful. Stay connected to your breath. And then eventually we'll walk the left toes out and off the left edge. Breathe deep here. Again, you're welcome to curl the right toes under and spike the right heel back. If you do, really spike the right heel towards the back edge of your mat. Really brighten up through that left leg. So keep the hips lifted, engage your core. Otherwise, keep it nice and easy. Again, allowing for the release today, allowing for the body to restore, and allowing for the practice to, balance out your cardio or your other workout. Zumba. And then connecting to your core to release, pressing back up into the palms. So even in our transitions, we're trying to create a full body experience. Super important, right? And then walking the left foot over into our one-legged pigeon. Take your time, take your time. So your pigeon might not look like mine. You might need a little support on the left hip here. You might need to draw your left heel really close into thy crotch. Really mindful. If you're in need of any of these poses, we have foundations video for all of them. So those videos really break down the postures and give you modifications. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, find a fold. Everyone, stick with your breath. And then slowly connect to your center, press into the palms, come back up. This time, go ahead and roll onto that left hip. We'll take the left heel in and swing the right leg around. Sole the right foot comes onto the ground, so there's a tendency to just kind of let it spill here. See if you can work to get the sole, all four corners of the feet on the ground. This might take time. And then a little twist here. I'm going to hug the right knee with the left elbow and swim the right fingertips all the way around. Try to keep a nice big lift in the heart here. Careful not to round through the spine. Inhale in. And exhale, release. Great, we're just going to switch the legs here. So right heel comes in and we cross the left foot up and over. Again, see if you can work to get the left foot all the way on the ground. And sit up nice and tall. Hug the right elbow around the left knee, and then swim the left fingertips around. Just a little twist here to release the back. Breathe into your belly. Relax your shoulders. And then release. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Oh yeah. Same thing as we've been doing all practice. Find that lift in the heart first. Find extension. Inhale, big breath in. And after your extension, we round forward, chin to chest. Fold, release. Close your eyes here. We're going to be here for a couple of nice, long, beautiful, self-loving breaths. Cultivating a little peace in the body. Restoring. Great for the nervous system here. So the hands can grab the ankles or the toes here, or you can go full soften and just kind of release wherever feels good. Maybe grabbing your pillow even. And then take the pillow, slowly roll up through the spine. Just slide the pillow over to the top of the right thigh. And we're going to draw the left heel in, just a quick Janu Sirsasana. So pressing into the sitting bones, and I'm just going to kind of think up and over as I fold over the top of the right thigh. The difference here is I'm going to grab the hand, or I'm going to take the hands and grab the outer edge of my right leg first. Breathing into the left side body, left hip, and then eventually you can flatten out. Head to knee pose here with the pillow. And slowly roll it up. Switch the legs, slide the pillow to the top of the left thigh. Right heel comes in, and you know what to do. Think up and over. Top of the right thigh, grounding down. So today's sequence is a great one to learn. You can favorite this video so that you can repeat it regularly, and then eventually you'll get all of these in your mind bank, in your body bank. As much as I want you to do it with me, I definitely just want you to have these tools inside. Eventually flattening out, head to knee pose. And then we release. Awesome. Take the pillow, bring it around, use it for your head. If you're running or walking or jogging or anything like that, and then also balancing it out with yoga, you definitely deserve these next two postures with a pillow. Way to show up for yourself. Way to keep moving, right? So come to lie flat. Use your pillow wisely. Get comfy. And then hug the knees into the chest. Almost done here, guys. So nice, strong, full deep breaths. Make them count because you're worth it. And this is only going to help us when we get back, in our running shoes, get back on the pavement. So squeeze the knees up towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Roll around a little bit. And then happy baby pose. So we reach around, knees go wide, and we grab the outer edges of the feet, and we draw the soles of the feet up towards the sky. So there's really an activation here of lifting the soles up and then grounding down through the shoulders, through the knees. Action point, lengthen the tail bone, your coccyx, towards the front edge of your mat. And then breathe into all four sides of the torso. Life is good. We're so lucky to have these bodies. Give thanks for your body, for your breath. And then gently release. Soles of the feet come to the mat. We're going to turn onto fetal position, whatever side is towards the video here, towards the screen. So your bottom arm becomes a little pillow with your pillow. The knees hung up. Nice curvature in the back body, just a little release for the spine. And then last thing before we rest, we're gonna send the legs out long. And top knee is gonna bend, top arm's gonna reach around and grab top ankle, and we come into a little quad stretch here. So you can also roll onto your belly for this if you want more. Breathing into the quads, opening up, the quadricep opening up through the chest and the heart here. Again, you can also do this on the belly. Sweet, and then gently release. Rock onto the other side. Take that fetal position first. It's nice. And then extend the legs out long. Top knee bends. Grab top ankle. Quad stretch on the other side. Where's your breath? And gently release. Roll back onto your pillow. Palms come to the knees.